Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the second lineup of this evening, the Blitz Event Community Blitz Pro League. It's myself, Rolling Swarm, joining you here tonight with BTHF from the All Finnish Clan Win, who is next. BT is going to be taking charge of the room, making sure that the players are on the right side, the right people are in, and that we've got the right map, the right spawn, etc. So he's got quite a busy job, and he's going to be chipping in with the commentary every now and then again as well. I rattle on and I miss some things, and he says, "Hey, you have to say
hello to everybody."
Hey BT. So he's going to remind me when someone's kept a base, or point out when a key player has gone down and the like, and also break down the post-analysis gameplay with me in between matches. I'll be controlling the camera, doing most of the commentary. So his insight into the game, what went wrong, what went right, will be super important to you guys in terms of understanding a little bit better what happened. So this evening we have got the EROS team from Legion. It's a team within the Legion clan, not to be confused with Legion's second team. They are almost an independent team within their own right, very, very competent players. And they are squaring off against Elements from the ELEM clan this evening. Your first map is going to be Mayan Ruins. We're playing Supremacy mode, of course, as all good clan war games are based out upon. Looking at the lineups here, nothing big given away yet. We are due to start any minute now. I'm ready, so I think as soon as the guys in the training room are ready, we can crack on. Let's just let everyone know when all ready. We start. Playface. There we go. So, and just to remind everyone at home, the rule is each clan is only allowed 7 players in the room, no spectators for the clan, plus the stream is running on a 7-minute delay, so there is 0 chance of anyone stream sniping their opponents. These players are going to be going into the match blind. They don't know what their opponents are taking in terms of tanks, and they won't be able to see what their opponents are doing mid-game. Only afterwards will they be able to look at the stream and analyze exactly how their opponents beat them, or what their opponents did so badly that cost them the game. So, BT, who's your money on this evening?
Hard to say. Both are really, really good groups, and it's interesting to see. I don't know. This is really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, for me, absolutely. Just to qualify for everyone back home, myself, Rolling Swarm, aka Red, aka Brian. People know my real life name now. That kind of sucks. I play for the EROS team every now and then, but I much prefer doing this streaming and commentating for you guys back home, breaking it down what the best of the best are doing on the EU server. So I'll try and not be biased in my teammates' favor for this match, but no promises. But that being said, yeah, these guys, everyone that you're seeing on the screen in front of you right now has been playing Blitz for an awfully long time and is playing at an awfully high level. These are some of the best on the EU server. Legion Elements, for example, were in the top 4 teams of the Wargaming's July Championship, one of the official standard tournaments that Wargaming run each month, the monthly championships. And EROS took that championship, won the July championship. Not a big tournament, but nothing to be sniffed at either. And Elements obviously dominating a lot of the competition to make it that far in that particular tournament series. So everyone's readying up. We're cracking into the first game. Just a reminder, we did have an earlier match this evening. The video is on this channel. Obviously do the whole subscribing, liking thing as well. The more views, the merrier. That will you be seeing Legion's top team, aka the first team, squaring up against their opponents, Loka. Another very, very strong clan on the EU server. So looking at what's happening here, we have got In the red corner, the red team, it's EROS Legion. I'll keep calling them EROS now. Himmelsdorf in AMX50B along with Whoopsie, also in a 50B, RGE100, Explorion 215B. Check out his YouTube channel as well. Very, very good. Dada IS4, Radikos IS4, Radik, I'll call him Radik from now on, and Romka IS4. Looking across the table, we have got Carol 2911, aka Carol, and Eat My Sauce. Well, Carol's a 50B, Eat My Sauce IS4, the Demon Lord IS7, Battle Hardened, Favor CZ, former R2K player and a mouse, Funny Bears 268, Gan 35 268 as well, another double 268 team, very interesting, and Platinum in the V5. So dropping into free cam mode. No caps on the board. HP advantage massively in the favor. I say massively. About 2k in the favor of EROS at the moment. And 2k it's nothing to be sniffed at. And no damage taken by EROS at the moment. They're playing extremely conservatively. And it looks like EROS, Dada11, in the IS4 is going to cap C. And he is probably going to cap C before Favor in the mouse and Gan in the 268 get the A cap. It's slight. It's a very slight advantage. I'm not sure exactly who's got the lead here. Both teams playing exceptionally passively.
LGN.
Okay, EROS have the lead. Thank you very much, BT, for confirming. That's great. That's really important. That is going to determine who has to push. And if EROS have the lead and they have the hit point advantage, which is now extending to 4k, tremendous damage. Eat My Sauce in the IS4, really in the open, really exposed, down to 580 HP, down to 146 HP, and down Radik getting the kill there. This is bad news for Elements, the first match starting off. But we've got Gan, we've got Carol pushing in here, RG in the E100. I thought he was alone, but no, he's got double 50Bs here. Both of them reloading simultaneously, coming in. They're going to clip out Carol in 50B. Carol is definitely going down here. There's no way well, it's going to be very, very hard for Carol to survive. But Favor in the mouse doing a brilliant job of shielding his teammate there. Gan 35 pulling back on the reload. The Favor CZ mouse, absolutely fantastic team play there, being the shield to break the hammer of EROS and keeping his teammates in the game. We've got Carol and Gan. They're pushing around. They're flanking the 50Bs. The 50Bs, though, Whoopsie's fully reloaded. Hit is strapping. Hidden Strawberry. I think that translates to. But he's down. A huge hit. Absolutely massive. He's down. And now we've got Whoopsie squaring off against Gan. RG in favor. This is breaking down. But while I've been rattling on over here, EROS have been dominating the field around the B cap area. Explorion, Radik, and Romka just absolutely slaughtering their opponents, littering the battleground with the ruined tanks there. So it's Favor and Gan holding on. RG in the E100 down to no HP at the moment. Whoopsie coming in. Whoopsie getting the kill on Favor. It's Gan 1 versus 5 tanks, and this one is in the bag for EROS. Really strong performance there by EROS in terms of keeping guns in the game.
Yeah, they used those 50Bs very well.
Oh yeah, the double 50Bs.
Yeah.
So looking at that being said, I thought the damage was way more in the favor of the EROS team, but if we look at the damage spread, it's just, it's around 3k more damage inflicted by the EROS team. I think them getting the cap lead and also getting the early hit point advantage really put Elements on the back foot. Obviously, true. This is the first game of a best of 7 series. And as we saw from the previous match, where it was Legion's top team versus their opponent Loka, where they went pretty much 1-for-1 on the first 2 maps. There's still everything to play for. And the first victory, it's a good start for EROS, but they can't afford to relax. Elements are a very competent team. And if they take their foot off the gas, if they get complacent, they're going to get punished for it.
Yeah. And they got Favor as a new member, I guess. And I guess he's really talented in these clan wars. He usually brings lots of good to team. Favor,
like you and me, BT, Favor is a mature player, He's not in his teens, he's not in his early 20s. He takes it very, very seriously, and he's very, very mature. He brings an excellent balance, excellent discipline to any team that he's part of. and he's got some really good knowledge of strats, general gameplay that he's inherited from his time in the Ready to Kill R2K clan, which are currently the guys to beat on the EU server, being finalists in Seattle 2018, coming up against those NA teams and C4 in the offlines in America. So he is definitely, and he's playing on PSE as well, definitely contributing something to his team. And BT, remember you and I were discussing at the end of the last stream, we were saying how many players are on PC. Does it make a difference what control mode people are on? Looking at the field here, most players on both teams using touch.
Yeah, only 2 on ELEM and 1 on EROS, using PC.
Yeah, using PC. So breaking it down now, EROS Red Team, RG E100, Explorion 215B, Radek IS4, Romker IS4, Dada STB1, love that tank, Hidden Strawberry, Hidden Strapping, E5, Vupsi in the 113. Looking across the elements, we've got Carol in the 50B, Platinum E100, Eat My Sauce IS4, along with the Demon Lord 26, also in the IS4, Favor CZ, back in the mouse. And we've got Funny Bears and Gan 35, also in the 268. So relatively similar lineup for elements here, but it looks like EROS have dropped the 50Bs, and that's surprising because they had so much success with those in the last game. And now looking here, we've got the Demon Lord IS4. He's pushed in deep. He's getting around. He's looking to spot Funny Bears in the 268, Gan in the 268, exploiting the strong camouflage of the 268, Russian TD. Demon Lord pushing forwards. Hidden Strawberry gets a pretty solid hit on the Demon Lord there from the E5. Hidden Strawberry spotted. He's going to use his hold down, good gun depression to pull back. The Demon Lord really aggressive. He's taken 2 hits, but he's got a lot of support behind him. Favor, look at that angling. That Favor is giving nothing to his opponents. Absolutely no opportunities to inflict damage, although he's been spotted. Look at that 3 fire, but the EROS team focusing on the low HP tank, not going for the easy targets, going for the IS4. That being said, Hidestrabbing taking some damage, Radek Explorion also bleeding damage. The cap point lead in the favor of EROS at the moment. They've got the C base out wide. That's really secure. That being said, there's little chance of EROS taking the A cap that Elements have secured. Looking at the hit points on the table, it's neck and neck. It's all to play for here. Who can knock their opponent's guns out first? That is the question. I think that everyone's going to be asking. Eat My Sauce in the IS4, very, very low, but Vupsi down. Now Vupsi is one of the main commanders, the callers for EROS. And Radek, huge hit, 1000 HP down, but it's Eat My Sauce in the IS4 who's down, so it's 1 gun down apiece. EROS now with the lead, but no, it's gone over with the fall of Hidestrabbing in the E5. Radikos down to 20 HP. Let's drop down and start seeing things from the action. Platinum in the E100 there, finishing off Radikos. Demon Lord 26, Favor CZ pushing, and they're focusing. It looks like we're focusing Explorion. The soft 215B is quite open, but it's Dada in the STB that's going down, and this one is looking really positive for Elements at the moment. Really positive indeed. Favor bearing down on Explorion, gets the hit in. He only needs 1 more reload, but no, Carol in the 50B beats him to the punch, and now Favor's turning around looking at the rear of RG. RG's got some guns all around him. Romka IS4 pulling back its 2 guns on 5. I don't think there's much EROS can do to recover this really, really strong play by Elements, or really very swift turn of events. Elements capitalizing on the unfortunate positions that the EROS players left themselves in. Favor getting a little bit of ram damage in there, and it is Funny Bears in the 268 to take the final kill. 5 guns on 0. Excellent performance by Elements.
Yeah, very good. They Elements locked the central area with the mouse and E100, and EROS couldn't focus. Instead, they got in the focus. Whoopsie got in the focus first, and they Element pushed from the left side, and that was really nice.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It was the first 3,000 hit points worth of damage were neck and neck. I think both teams are around 12.5 HP in their team pool. So, both teams for the opening stages were trading equally. And then, like you rightly point out, BT, Elements started knocking out guns, reducing their opponent's effective DPM, and that has given them the win with pretty much a 5k HP inflicted advantage in their favor. So that's a really strong performance by Elements, and it's 1 apiece moving out of Mayan Ruins onto the next map, which is going to be Port Bay.
Port Bay, yeah.
So we saw some very interesting strats from Legion top team versus Loka on this map. Bearing in mind, this is we're looking here. I'm loving this. The stream that we did earlier, the teams went pretty much neck and neck until the 3rd map when Legion top team managed to run away with it. And I'm wondering, both teams here, they had strats that they could dominate their opponent with, depending on the spawn that we've just seen. And now we're going into Port Bay. Is it going to be the same? Is this a map where they've kind of got equal strats, or is this a map where Elements, for example, have got really good strats and are going to pull ahead in the lead early on?
Yeah, I'm checking. Now the teams should be okay.
Okay, so BT is doing his responsibility as a room coordinator. It's not as easy as it sounds. You've got to be aware of what 14 different people are saying at the same moment, telling you take this person in, put this person out, and making sure that everyone is on the right team, and making sure that the spawns are correct to start with. So a huge thank you to BT for running the room for us. Wouldn't be possible without you, BT. Wouldn't be possible without you. So, okay, Whoopsie just informing us that Hidden Strawberry, I'm sorry, I can't do Hidden Strawberry, it's too tricky. He is going to be restarting his device. I can't complain. I myself had some technical issues on the last stream. I know that sometimes a have you tried turning it off and on again moment is required to get everything in working order. So, Hidden Strawberry, he is going to be resetting his device, joining us again, hopefully very, very soon. I'll just do a gentle reminder here. So, and this is for anyone watching, if you're taking part in the Blitz Pro League of the Blitz event community, the delay that we are running on the stream is 7 minutes, which is enough to stop someone stream sniping you. But if you take your final tanks, and there's a lot of time spent in the waiting area before we get into the game, potentially your opponent might see what tank you're taking. I mean, it means that you have to be having had the same tank selected for over 7 minutes, which is a bit crazy. But just so you know, that is a factor. It's something you should be aware of. So make sure that you have not the tank that you're actually playing with selected in these kind of down periods. But looking at the Port Bay map now, this is, for me, Port Bay, it's a really, really interesting map. In randoms...
I hate this map.
Okay, BT hates the map. Okay, that's fair.
But I'm not playing, so this is fun.
No, it's brilliant. It's true. You can hate the map, but you can love watching other people play on it. For me, I am a huge fan, and we're going in now. We have got EROS, red team, starting in the south spawn, Radek E100, RG, Grill, EXVL, Mo, IS4, Romka IS4, Hidden Strawberry IS7, Dada M48 Pattern, Voopsie 268. Looking across the table at Elements, we've got Carol, Batchat 25T, Orca, Fosh 155, Funny Bears IS4, Gan IS4, Eat My Sauce IS4, The Demon Lord IS4, and Platinum E5. Very, very heavy lineup there from Elements. It'll be interesting to see what they do with that. And at the same time, it'll be interesting to see what EROS do with the 268. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that the 268 is going into the traditional sniper tower, moving the quick cam across the map. That is absolutely what it is doing. And we've got Romka in the IS4 going hull down, Hidden Strawberry in the IS7 going hull down, joining him, overwatching A. Elements not looking at the A base. So it's going to be EROS pushing into the city area. And it is going to be Elements pushing across C. Now that I think Elements are wasting opportunity. They've got dominance of this side. They have got complete map control over the C base. Funny Bears in the back in the IS4, capping the C base, while Platinum E5, Eat My Sauce IS4, and Gan IS4 push forward, spotting the enemies. 4 tanks spotted for Elements, 3 tanks spotted for EROS. Radikos, rear armor exposed to Platinum. He wasn't expecting the enemy to appear there so quickly. It seems like EROS have left a blind spot in their plan. They had no one spotting that. And Radikos down to 961 HP. He has got to rotate his chassis before they get the reload in. Can he pull away? 3 tanks bearing down on him. Is he going to lose any more? I think he's not. Great play there. We've got 268 Whoopsie pushing in for support. The RG Grill there and Romka IS4. So they've managed to keep Radikos in the game. EROS, brilliant cap lead. I say brilliant. They've got the cap lead. They've got the A and the B base. Dada in the M48 pattern very, very far behind. It looks like he's probably going to have to work on a solo battle with Carol 2911 in the bat chat. Carol spotted. Dada must be aware of that. HP currently in the favour of Elements, but that is still not a significant lead, and now it's going neck and neck. HP bleeding across the field, and we've got Radik, Whoopsie, Romka and RG squaring up against these guys up here on the top. Hidden Strawberry down there in the IS-7, surrounded by blue tanks, and Eat My Sauce, lots of HP, but Radik in the E100 first to go down. Mo EXVL IS-4 joins him. 2 guns, 3 guns in the favour of Elements. Really, really strong performance in the favour of Elements at the moment. I'm wondering, okay, Whoopsie 268 down, RG in the grill, very low HP, he's definitely going down. This is going to Elements for sure. Again, superb focus fire. There goes RG. The pattern, Dada, can he hold on? 759 HP down, gets a HE shot, very low roll into Carol. Eat My Sauce on the full reload, and that's the last. Romka down by Orker in the Foch 155. Funny Bears, Eat My Sauce, absolutely bullying Dada here. Dada's got the shot in the clip, bounces off Eat My Sauce, and there we go. Carol in the batch at 25T taking the final kill. Super strong performance by Elements, 7-0 victory. I wonder what went wrong there for EROS.
At least I noticed that Radik started like 20-25 seconds late. I don't know if he has some problems. Let's see if they change him out. But I don't know if that matters for the result. But anyway, he was staying there for very long without moving.
No, I think for the purpose of this, I mean, it's not. We're not like an offline finals. I don't know if we'll be resetting for ping issues.
No. But let's see if he's still playing. Seems he is.
Yeah, but looking at the damage spread here, almost 6,000 HP more damage inflicted by Elements, and they kept all 7 guns in the game. I think EROS were just not expecting that aggressive push. Elements charging through the medium cap, the C base, catching catching Radik in the E100 completely off guard. Poor Radik there, 0 damage, but there wasn't much he could do. He worked exceptionally hard just to keep himself in the game for that extra minute and a half when the enemy started engaging him. So really, really strong performance there by Elements. They're going 2-1 up, but again, we went 1-1 on the last map. These teams looking really balanced against one another. Going in again, we have got EROS running E100 Grill, double IS4, IS7, 268, E5, slightly heavier, dropping the pattern for the E5 across the table. Elements taking the batch out again, Foch, double Foch. Very interesting, and quadruple IS4. Carol 2911 slow to start into the game, but now he's dropped the speed boost, and I think based on the lineup, Carol can be quite confident that they can take the C cap. But that being said, it looks like Dada and the 268 will be getting an overwatch on the C cap. Now the question is, are they going to be able to stop him from capping that? Because if Elements can get the early cap in, that really takes the pressure off them. But the main body of Elements' forces are circling this A camp. Look at that. You've got 3 tanks either side of A. No damage. Well, no, Hidden Strawberry has taken a little bit of a hit. Just trying to get the free cam up a little bit here. Really, Romka, Hidden Strawberry and EXVL significantly outnumbered, and the bat chat relocating into support. So what we're going to have here is 7 tanks from Elements bearing down on 3 tanks from Legion. How much support do they have off to the side? Okay, they've got 2 TDs behind the E100 and the E5. If Legion can play this intelligently, work the angles, work the field of fires, be patient. If the IS4s and IS7 can avoid bleeding HP, their supporting backline could be able to whittle the Elements tanks down as they push in, and I bet that is what EROS is banking on at this moment in time. And even like, for example, Dada, Hidden Strawberry taking a bit more hits. Eat My Sauce, huge hit, down to 802 HP, 362 HP. RG in the grill spotted, taking a lot of damage. RG down! That is a huge disadvantage to Legion, to EROS, sorry, at this particular moment of time. He was a significant source of firepower and DPM for them. Eat My Sauce very, very low, but no one else from Elements touched at the moment. Hidden Strawberry, IS-7, really low HP, basically a 2-shot for the heavies, possibly even a 1-shot for the TDs if they get a good roll. No caps touched at the moment. HP, 1.5 HP in the favor of Elements. But you know, that's really not a significant amount at this stage. It's the gun, it's the loss of the grill, which is really affecting, which is really going to affect EROS's gameplay. And Radek bleeding HP. EROS need to do everything in their power not to bleed HP, but this could be a smart move. We've got Dada in the E5 capping C. If they can put the cap pressure on, they can start playing more defensively. They can start potentially out trading their opponents. But Romka in the IS4, he is getting pushed. We've got the Foch 155 Gan and the Demon Lord in the IS4 pushing Romka, and Hidden Strawberry is down. Let's see. Okay, Gan's here. We've got Romka in the IS4, the Demon Lord in the IS4, and Gan. This is it. Romka has to hold on to this corner. If he loses this, oh no! But that being said, huge hit there by Voopsy in the 2-6 into the side armor of Gan, and that is a really, really needed breath of fresh air there. But Radek in the E100's down with 6 guns onto 4. Elements still looking dominant. The question is, can Romka hold off the Demon Lord whilst Woopsy comes in to assist? Woopsy is not actually coming in to assist him. Woopsy is moving across the field. There he is. He's vacillating between choices. He's gone from, he's exposed his rear armor to one target. He's not picking his targets effectively. The Demon Lord could be going down here. Romka's going to get the reloading. Can he finish him off? Yes, he can. 3 guns onto 4. Still everything to play for. Points lead still in the favor of EROS, not to be sniffed at here. Carol full HP, going for the long reload. Orca down to very, very low HP. Eat My Sauce as well, very, very low. And that is unfortunate. EXVL Mo goes down. It's 4 guns onto 2. The mobility, the bat chat, this could be the deciding factor here. If he's able to dance around and he takes down Whoops, excellent move. Well, no, sorry, IS4, Eat My Sauce takes down Whoops. Romka going down, 4 guns onto 1. Great play by Elements. Really, really solid play. Romka getting the bounce. He's focusing on favor. Carol's just dancing around the map waiting for the gun to reload. And Carol's probably going to take the kill here. Nope. The Foch kills themselves, and then I believe it's favor CZ gets the final kill. So that puts Elements into the lead 3-1, if I'm not mistaken. And if we look at the HP breakdown, again, super, super close, but this map definitely Elements have the dominant strategies or the more favorable approach moving on to it.
Yeah, that was stellar performance from the Elements, yeah. And this Radek OS, he starts like really late into game, and he has some problems with the connection or something. But they keep him playing. They have more people coming in, so I guess they want him to play.
Well, I mean, Radek is an extremely good player. If we just look at his
yeah, it's sad to see that he's standing there like 15 seconds, and then he's like, where to go, and then first wrong direction and something like that. And
I mean, this I've for the people, for you, BT, just so you know, and for the people at home, we're now looking at Radek's profile. 32,000 battles, almost a 70% win rate, and average damage of 2,300. Absolutely stellar track record there. 133 out of 184 tanks in the garage, mastered. So, you know, he is no slouch in terms of performance, but it's absolutely true. You know, when you're up against the best of the best, if you've got someone with a really good device and really good internet connection that can run the game at 60 FPS at 20 ping, they have an innate advantage, and that might be, you know, that might be the undoing factor here.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the the reason. Elements just played very well there. They managed to do this middle part of the match better and put some hits in, and that was it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Elements in that match on Yamato Harbor, well, on Port Beta, we're going into Yamato Harbor. There, I mean, the opening moves by both teams were quite good. It was somewhere in the middle, something that Elements did, and I'm not trying to detract from their victory at all. On the contrary, they're doing something right, and they're doing it consistently, because they were able to exploit the mid-game and dominate EROS. And bearing in mind that in terms of performance records, track records, and player caliber, EROS you might consider to be the favourites in this match. So it's, if Elements can take the next victory, they'll be winning the series, which would be a huge blow. Not a huge blow. It'll be an upset. You've got to remember, this is the first game for both teams out of a round robin between 7 teams in total. So like, losing one isn't the end of the world, but losing the first one, it's not the best start. It's not the best start to your campaign. So Elements, they're going to be building on their confidence, but we're switching map again. We're going on to Yamato Harbor. And it's another question of, we're changing maps, we're changing approaches, which team is better prepared for this scenario, this particular encounter?
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
So
we are waiting for somebody.
Okay. Just to talk to everyone watching at home on the stream, thank you very much for tuning in. BT and I really appreciate the support. It's worth noting, one of the strengths of EROS is the diversity. You've got 3 exceptionally good callers and commanders there. There's not one particular leader which they rely on every single game. EXVL, RG, and Voops are all very, very competent battle commanders, and that gives them a lot of diversity, a lot of different dynamic approaches in the game. And looking across the table at Elements, anyone that's watching this, Gan W35 runs his own YouTube channel. He streamed a lot of the Blitz event community games in the past, so it's definitely worth having a little Google, a little YouTube for him, trying to see some of his games that he's run in the past. BT and I even did some of the commentary on those. But we're seeing Elements, huge push here. They've gone heavy, and we've got 5 tanks not even stopping to take numbers, pushing straight across A and B into this, and this is EROS responding well, out trading at the moment. Romka though on the receiving end of a lot of fire. Voopsy getting a bounce in. Romka's the target. Romka's going down. He's getting burnt down to 397 HP in the favor of EROS at the moment. However, guns in the favor of Elements relying on focus fire, but Gun in the 113 goes down. This is descending into anarchy. We are looking here, and now it's Romka and Dadar IS4 is down, 1 gun up in the favor of Elements. RG, the E4, lots of high alpha, but unfortunately not tremendous DPM, but Eat My Source taking huge hits there. Radikos in the 268. So we've got the TDs, EXVL in the mouse, needs to push up. Explorion in the 215B needs to keep his DPM in the game. Voopsy getting a good hit in on Funny Bears. Radikos taking a hit, not trading effectively there. The EROS need to work on a gun isolation. They need to shut down the Elements players. Radikos, yes! Whoops, finishing off Funny Bears. Okay, it's 2 guns apiece. Sorry, I'm trying not to be biased, but I really can't help it. I'm hoping EROS can take this one. We've got EXVL. He is up against, he's very low HP, he's down, Eat My Source, and the Demon Lord pulling a brilliant flanking maneuver on him, preventing him from angling up effectively. Now we've got the Demon Lord coming in on the rear of Radikos in the 268. The Demon Lord is probably be able to get the drop on him. It's going to be a shot and maybe a ram for the kill. No, he pulls short, he's pulling back, he's reloading. Carol is pushing in on Explorion. RG gets a crossfire across. Big hit there. Radik going down, and then quickly followed by Explorion. It's 5 guns on 2, unless EROS have an amazing stroke of good luck. They are going down here. Favor CZ and the IS4 goes down, but it's still... Okay, RG goes down as well as Eat My Source. It's 1 gun on 3. And Elements seal the series. Really, really strong performance. Such a powerful rush there across the A and the B cap. EROS I mean, the rush, you think of it as a cheap tactic, but the truth is it is a real tactic and teams have to be ready for it. And it can either work or fail in dramatic performances. But EROS did a really good job there of trying to repel it, trying to flex and adapt. And just under 2k HP advantage in the favour of Elements, their focus fire obviously being better than that of EROS. So really good series, really good lineup there. For me, a surprise, seeing Elements beat EROS based on the results of the Wargaming's July Championship. One would expect EROS to have been the stronger team going into this matchup. Potentially it was the maps, potentially it was the amount of practice done by each team in between these games. But Elements, a really strong showing, and that puts them up alongside Unknown and Legion top team as the ones to beat moving forward onto day 3 of the BPL.
Yeah, that was... Elements did really good job. I guess they were confident and they were thinking these things through, and better team win today. I guess LGN or EROS did have some... They were not so confident, and I guess especially in the port bay last part, it looked like a little bit that they really were a bit confused at what to do, you know. Maybe it wasn't their day today.
Absolutely, I think the psychological factor of going in. I think EROS took the first game, and then losing 3 games on the trot. You know, 1 more game, and then 2 games on Port Bay. It not that it's demoralizing, but it is unsettling. You know, you go from feeling you're up against an opponent you've got a handle on to doubting yourself. Okay, these guys are very competent, they're very aggressive, they've got good tactics, and even though, you know, you're going into a different map where everything could be different, that's still in the back of your mind. And maybe it was the kind of the sports psychology element of it that undid EROS in that final match.
But at least what happened today is that Loka and Elements, they are really going to be strong. Both teams look very strong. So.
Well, all the teams that have played so far in the BPL, we've seen it should have been 8. We've had, unfortunately, the Immortals drop out. But yesterday we saw Unknown face off against Live HD Esports. Neither of those teams looking weak. Unknown, admittedly, coming out much stronger in the end, but HD Esports not making it easy for them. Earlier this evening we had Legion squaring up against Loka. Now Legion top team, no one doubts their calibre. Obviously they've got some stuff to prove since they've been out of the game, the clan war scene, for a couple of months, but still no one was really questioning whether they would be a serious contender or not. But that being said, Loka came in, admittedly losing 4-2 to Legion top team, but a serious run for their money. And that really nice. Really great to see. And you're looking at Loka going, oh my god, these guys are really competent. They could go on to, like, you know, knock out some really tough teams in this league. You know, the round robin, each team is going to play every other team before the 28th of August. So the opening series, it sets the tone, but it's the subsequent games, you know, the evolution of like different teams versus different teams that really kind of sets the field moving forwards into the elimination stages. So no teams looked weak so far. Elements have looked very, very strong. EROS have looked a little unsettled, but based on the caliber of the players and the strats and their performance record in recent memory, I'm sure they're going to bounce back on that one. The only team that we have yet to see play is your clan, BT. It's Win. Who is next? The all-Finnish clan. Definitely the Winter Warrior. Is it Winter Warriors -WW- the clan tag?
We won, and what do you mean?
There's because you have Win -W1N which is who is next, and then there's another clan with the clan tag is -WW-, and I think that's Winter Warriors.
This is WW. They are Winter War. It's another Finnish clan, and they are
Winter
like
War.
Winter War. Yeah, it's like we just made friends with those guys, and they haven't played Clan Wars, or now they have played Clan Wars a lot, and but previously they didn't, and we kind of been helping them out, and we have been swapping players, like when we had break on the summer, couple or maybe 3 or 4 of our guys went there and give a few hints, and they are really excited, and I hope they will manage to do well in the future also.
I think it's brilliant that Win are kind of like, trying to grow the esports scene, and I'm a huge fan of international clans in particular, like Legion and R2K, even Elements and Unknown. But I do quite like, these clans built on national pride. Like, for example, you've got Clan Turk, Win, and now Winter Warriors. And I was gonna say, I think Win. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Win, who is next? The all Finnish clan that's taking part in the Blitz Pro League. They're the undisputed Finnish champions.
Well, yeah, of course. I guess there is like I don't know how did it happen, but we managed to get most of the top Finnish players in our clan, and there is some very, very good Finnish players playing in other clans like in Legion and so on. But anyway, we are. It's a big thing for us to be totally Finnish group and Finnish clan, and it's an advantage for us that we can speak our own language when we play, and when people are from one country, they know each other better, and that's an advantage for us.
Of course. I mean, I'm very lucky. I play in an international clan where the team language is my native language. I can't imagine,
of course,
trying to react in a clan war setting where someone's shouting at me in another language, and the kind of the delay in the interpretation, and that it must be very, very real. So excellent games there by Elements and the Legion's EROS team. Elements taking the series 4-1. That puts them neck and neck with Legion's top team and Unknown, which is a good start, but certainly not a definitive indicator of who's going to come out on top of the 21 round robin games that the Blitz Pro League will be delivering to you in total. Huge thanks, as always, to our room controller, BTHF, from the Finnish clan Win, who is next. Wouldn't be possible without your support. Huge thank you to everyone at home for watching, and hope to see you tomorrow and over the next couple of days. We've got some more cracking lineups for you to watch. And if anything, if you're not enjoying them, I at least hope you're taking notes, getting ready to prepare for the Twister 2018 online season. So thank you very much, and thanks again to BT.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Ciao, guys.